Welcome to Personal Finance Deep Dives, where we help you make your money work for you. Today we're tackling a question that, honestly, feels almost impossible to answer. In this economy, how do people really afford to have kids? It feels like a million-dollar question, and as you're about to see, that's not actually too far from the truth.
Okay, let's just start with this number. $306,924. That is the latest estimate for what a middle-income family can expect to spend raising one child to adulthood. And get this, that number doesn't even touch college tuition. It's a figure that can just, take your breath away.
And this quote right here, this feeling is just so incredibly common. It's the daily reality for so many families out there. So if you've ever felt like this, if this resonates with you at all, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are absolutely not alone in this.
So that big number, let's break it down a bit. Why is it so high, especially here in the US? I mean, sure, housing and healthcare are huge parts of it, but there's one specific cost that can be a massive, massive hurdle for new parents, and that is childcare. Just look at this chart. It shows the share of a family's income that goes just to childcare. And the difference is, well, it's wild. In a country like Germany, where care is heavily subsidized, it's about 1%. But here in the US, it's 20%. And that's because our market is almost entirely private, which leaves parents footing a bill that can feel like a second mortgage.
So when you're staring down costs like that, how do you even begin to manage? Well, you build a playbook. Let's dive into the very first section of that playbook, mastering the everyday, day-to-day costs.
The first page in this playbook is all about mastering what I like to call strategic frugality. And let's be clear, this isn't about being cheap or depriving yourself. It's about being smart with your resources. We're talking about becoming a pro at finding secondhand clothes and gear, making the public library your absolute best friend for free entertainment, and meal prepping to avoid that expensive takeout habit. You see, each of these little things adds up to create some serious savings over time.
And here's a perfect example of one of those strategic choices, the great diaper debate. Cloth diapers, yeah, they have a higher cost to get started, but they can literally save you thousands of dollars over the toddler years. Disposables are super convenient, for sure, but they are a constant drain on your wallet. Look, there's no single right answer for every family, but the point is to make these choices with your eyes open, knowing exactly what the long-term impact on your budget is going to be.
So it's not about finding one single magic trick. It's about building a whole system of smart, repeatable habits. And that brings us to takeaway number 1. Master the art of the frugal hack by embracing secondhand, cooking at home, and using your community resources.
But managing daily costs, that's just playing defense. To really get ahead, you have to play offense. And that means you've got to play the long game. We're talking about investing in your child's future.
Now, I know these accounts can look a little complicated, so let me just break down the big 3 for you. For education, you've got the 529 plan. It's really the gold standard because of its awesome tax advantages. Then, for more flexibility, there's a custodial account which lets you save for pretty much anything that benefits the child. And then there's my personal favorite for giving them a massive head start, a Roth IRA for kids. As soon as they earn any income, from mowing lawns, babysitting, whatever, you can open one and it's just unbeatable for retirement.
The reason you want to start so early is because you get to unlock the single most powerful force in all of finance, compound growth. Even tiny contributions can grow into something huge over 18 years. And that brings us to takeaway number 2. Plan for the long term by opening an investment account early to leverage the power of compounding.
Now, I know all of this can sound like it's something you have to do completely on your own, but you really, really don't. The final piece of this financial playbook is all about unlocking the support systems that are already out there waiting for you.
So a huge pillar of support is the child tax credit. And what this chart shows might actually surprise you. It's not just a program for low-income households. Not at all. In fact, a huge percentage of middle and even upper middle-class families benefit. The data actually shows that folks earning between $100,000 and $200,000 a year receive the largest average credit. It is a critical piece of the financial puzzle for millions of people.
And beyond those tax credits, support really comes in 3 other key forms. First, there's government assistance like WIC or Medicaid. And get this, Medicaid is so crucial that it finances over 40% of all births in the country. Second, you've got your employer benefits.
A solid health plan or an FSA can save you thousands. And third, and this one is so important, never ever underestimate your village. We're talking about grandparents providing free childcare, friends passing along hand-me-downs. That kind of support is literally priceless.
But here's the thing about all of these resources. They require you to be proactive and go after them. And that brings us to our third and final takeaway. Actively seek out and utilize all available support systems, from government tax credits all the way to your own family and community.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's just take a second and put it all together.
Let's review that financial playbook one more time. Takeaway number 1, master the frugal hack for all your daily costs. Takeaway number 2, plan for the long term by investing as early as you possibly can. And takeaway number 3, actively go out and use every single support system that is available to you.
So I want to leave you with this final question. We spend so much time getting paralyzed, trying to find the perfect time to be financially ready for kids, but what if affordability isn't really about hitting some perfect number in your bank account? What if it's about building a strong, flexible plan and having the confidence to know that you can handle the financial journey no matter how imperfect it turns out to be?
That's all for now, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe for more like this.